Hi guys, so I've done it a bit different tonight, and if I've done it right, this is public already. Yeah, I think I have. Right, okay. So, oh wow, my hair looks quite bouffant. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. We're just rolling it. Right, yeah. So I let my hair dry naturally, and I did put stuff in it, but it's we're just working with it. I'm chilling in my onesie. Right, so I might turn it. I've got the TV on, but it's on mute. It's usually because a song that comes on is going to be meaningful. Right, so I'm just doing what I've done every other night, so or day whenever I've done it. But we've got the Gemini full moon coming up tomorrow. It's in the wee small hours where I live, but it's actually tonight for people in other parts of the world. So I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to actually, for somebody that's found this and you're new to me, and to not ramble for too long, although I've probably done that for some people that are really impatient, but whatever, if you're not feeling it, bye. But you're missing out on the fun. So I'm going to pull a surrender card, and that's going to set the tone for what I'm going to be talking about. Oh, I've just realized actually. So I can't see if anyone's joined. Like, I'll put it on here in case somebody. I don't know if I've ever done this before. Done that for some people that are really impatient. Yeah, I didn't warn anyone because I can't. I've not got a community tab yet, so I'll put that there just in case. So I'm going to pull a surrender card, and that's going to set the tone. So yeah, like I was saying, if you haven't seen the previous channelings I've done, I'm using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards up until Christmas Day. I don't foresee doing it any longer than that, but you never know if I'm having fun and I'm bored. Right, so, and if you're here, let me know. I'm looking down at the chat. So let me know if you're a hashtag oldie, which just means you followed me a while, whether you followed me here a while or on the other platforms, or hashtag newbie if you've randomly come across this, although I didn't hashtag the hashtags. I didn't tag it or anything. So that really would be meant to be if you're a newbie. Right, what surrender card? All right, I may as well just get off. Look, surrender to rest and sleep. Now, that's interesting because, well, I'm sitting here in my jammies, my onesie. To prevent burnout, slow down, honour your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. And the word rejuvenate was coming up. Oh, I'm going to use the one in the back too. The word rejuvenate was coming up in a lot of my client sessions this week. And just, all these messages about slow down, rest. I've done quite a few recorded video regions, which is what I've been saying I've been focused on lately. And it was just literally all the same message for everyone in different ways. Slow down, slow down, slow down. That's exactly what I've done today. I've just enjoyed doing sweet FA. Do you know what I mean? Like nothing. Just had a nice bath, just chilled. And I feel really good for it. So I'm really resonating with that so far. And again, I'm channeling this right now in the moon in Gemini, like I say, right before the full moon is exact tomorrow. But we're in the energies, do you know what I mean? And then the energies will last about 2 to 3 days after. Well, actually, it's because this is an eclipse, the energies are way more heightened. So and you can let me know below in the comments, or if someone comes on live, like I say, I'll chat if I've done the message. Or no, me, I'll probably chat during it. But yeah, basically there is this need to really slow down. And also that's important because the few people I have sort of connected with, like yesterday or today, more so today because like I say, it's Saturday and I've just been chilling. But I've just been kind of warning people that not warning, but a lot of people are saying they're feeling tired, and that it's because an eclipse energy is stronger. And obviously there's lots of heightened drama going on in the collective energy right now, and lots of worry and fear trying to be injected into the collective there as well, for good reasons. Obviously, people are worried for good reasons, but also that's why I'm chucked on here to try and entertain people, lift people's spirits a little bit. But what I'm trying to get at is the moon goes into Cancer almost right after the full moon is exact in Gemini. So moon in Cancer, for those of you that are new to this, or if you need a wee reminder, actually is about sleep. It is about rest. It's also a sign linked to depression. Hashtag all the feels, feeling really emotional. It's any type of mother healing, mother wounds. If you're a mother, things to do with children. We have things to do with your inner child as well. If you've not got children, just all these kind of themes. Family stuff can come up. And there's a lot of family stuff coming up with a lot of clients that I had this week. So yeah, there is just a need to really, surrender to where you need more rest, where you just need to chill out a bit. And like I said, up until me doing this today, I've literally just really loved doing exactly that, not a whole lot. And it's because I have had quite a busy week. So surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. It reminds me of the emoji. It's like, no, I've had enough of your shit. So basically, yeah, all jokes aside, if you've been tuning in the last 3 or 4 days, messages there's a really clear theme coming through about where there's unhealthy situations in people's lives. So this could be, I'd imagine this is your life if you're watching it, or it could be somebody else in your life that you're connected to. But whatever it is, it's it's something that you're aware of, and it's basically this feeling of keeping people around you that aren't good for you. You know what I mean? So it's like they might have been good for you at one point in your life, but because you've changed so much and the other people have changed, but you've not kind of changed and grown together, you've grown apart. So notice how this could go for romantic relationships, but this could also go for work relationships where, when you're kind of growing out your comfort zone and you're kind of expanding beyond where you are. And that's interesting that they're going that way, because that, like, instantly, if you're new to me, like, I get shown stuff from my own life, or get shown stuff from other people's lives, and like if it's other people, I'll keep it anonymous, but I was actually being shown something from my own life there, where it was like, when I used to work in nurseries and stuff, my background is working with children, and I always use this example when I'm on Facebook Live, and it's just where, someone that I worked with in a nursery was just like, look, Claire, we love it when you're giving us Reiki and healing and counseling us on the breaks and stuff, but like, you need to go and do your thing, you need to go and share this with the world, because like basically it's, wasn't wasted in there, because I was putting all the kids to sleep, and they even swapped me rooms, because like when all the babies were crying, I'd just walk in like Clary Poppins or Mary Poppins, and be able to get the kids to sleep like that. And again, bear in mind, we're talking like, 10 years ago, would it be 8? I've had the page nearly 7 years, so probably would be like 8-9 years ago. But this is a gift I've had since, never mind a child, since I came out my mum's womb, let's keep it polite here. But it's basically, it's that healing quality. Like, kids are always drawn to me, even when I walk along the beach here, like, children just stare at my head and above my head and stuff. They're like seeing energies. But it's kind of like, it is this thing where, to get back to the point, she was just basically saying, like, you need to go and share this other than sharing it here. Hello, how are you doing, Sophia? So there is just this thing of wherever there's a disrespect of your boundaries, sorting that out as far as you can. And I know that's easier said than done, because obviously this is, obviously if you're not aware of that, this is kind of situations that I help people with day in, day out. It's part of my soul's journey, really, is, with my Scorpio rising conjunct Pluto in the 12th house, the house of hidden stuff, mental health, spirituality, shamanic healing. I'm a shaman, medium. It's hidden stuff, and normally where somebody has been in a situation, whatever area of life it is, like you say, love, family, friends, work, that isn't healthy for them, they don't really want to go shouting it about to everyone, do they? So it's kind of like, and it's why, for ages, it would just be kind of like something that people would find out about my work. Like, for instance, right, people would get drawn to me to get their card read about something completely different, like work or something, but actually spirit or their guides knew there was something far more sinister, like they were in a toxic situation, or they had toxic friends. I don't even like that word, but toxic friends around them, or all these kind of things. Or it can be like people on the twin flame journey that aren't even aware of what that is. And it's, so whatever it is, it's like, you know, people think that they're coming to me for one thing, and it could be that they were right and that they get help with that, but it's usually so much more. And that's interesting. I just mentioned twin flames because I don't know why, but Twilight has just popped up on the screen. I mean, this is a music channel. So again, it's already, it's like, that's kind of really echoing. I'm just waiting to see what this is. It's going through the film must be coming on or something, but you know what I mean, it's just sort of echoing that kind of intensity of you know, people's spiritual journeys, their ascension, these different things you can come up against. And unfortunately, it is part of it on the ascension process. If you're being drawn to my channel, it's because it's coming on Christmas Day. So there we go, there's another, that's interesting. There is another, hopefully you can keep up with me if you're new to me, but there's another indication of something big happening on Christmas Day. And like I said, like, I sincerely hope with all my heart that that is something really amazing for somebody watching this, either for use of you or someone live or on the replay there. And let us know in the comments if something amazing happens in your life, if you don't mind sharing it, of course, or let me know privately. But I do also feel as well there's going to be some very heavy energy around the collective. So I won't go too deep into that, but I'm just warning you, the cards might, because the cards I've got are ones that kind of pick up on ascension energies and stuff. But this is indicating a kind of, this tiredness could just be tired like what I was. It was the end of a week. But I did say in yesterday's video that I just published tonight, actually, you know, that I was feeling pretty crappy around Thursday. And you know, managed to sort it out by getting help from one of my soul sisters around me. But it's kind of like, it's just that I feel other people might be going through that now. Or if you're not going through that now, or you weren't kind of feeling that energy around the day that I was on the 16th Tower card, by the way that I do the crazy numerology with spirit and my guides, it'll be coming, I feel, around you know, like Monday, Tuesday, because we'll be in that Cancer moon and the energy could take quite a dip, you know, and especially depending on what is going on in the world. And definitely because we've got the solstice a couple of days after tomorrow's full moon, and something always with the line media happens around full moon eclipses, especially full moons, new moons, more full moons, but solstices. So we'll just see. Anyway, so that was the theme. So I'm going to try doing it like that every day with pulling the surrender card to see what the theme is. So the general theme that I think is going to come through tonight, that I'm being told, is going to be either tiredness, needing to slow down, and where you're needing to stand up for yourself. So again, already this is like the balance of the feminine and the masculine energy within yourself. And like I say, that can be about a dynamic, a relationship in your life as well, for those of you that interest. Right, so let's pull the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card, because these are the cards I've been working with all week. So I've kind of went into my my very serious news reporter voice. It must be because I'm doing this live in public. But if you think of it, it does make a difference, because when I'm live streaming it in private, if I don't like it, then I don't need to put it out. But I wouldn't do that anyway, unless there was something I really didn't like about it. I wouldn't do it anyway, because it's not my message, you know what I mean? It's sometimes it resonates with me, but sometimes it doesn't. It's for other people, and it really has I don't know what the word is, it's just made me feel really fulfilled. I think the word's fulfilled. It's like, you know, guys, if you are new to me, or even if you're not new to me, it does end up, depending on how long this is, it ends up being a bit of a therapy session. Like I've watched the last 3 days back, and I'm like, this is like a therapy session in a video. But hey, I am a therapist, I am a counsellor, as well as all these other things. So maybe that's the way Spirit want me to go. So definitely, like I said in tonight's video, the one that I filmed, oh God, this is so confusing. The one that I filmed yesterday, I didn't get around to publishing because my client was coming up, and then my friend was here for tea. So I just chilled in my feminine energy. But better late than never. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, let me know if you're enjoying these videos in the particular style, because I will experiment with doing things a bit shorter as well. But if it ends up a longer video, it ends up a longer video. Right, what card have we got for tonight, Spirit, for the collective energy? Or like say, in the rare case that this might just be for 1 or 2 people, that are on my YouTube. This one. Oh my God, right. Wow. Oh shit. Right, okay. We've got two. Right. We've got grief. So I know these cards well because when I very first started my first memberships, which I don't quote me on this, but it was either 4 years ago or 5, but I think it might be 5 years ago. I used these cards throughout and I would use them on every live stream I'd done. And that really was like a therapy session every live stream. But these cards, this one it's called Grief, and it's about the woman's dog dying. And a very strange thing happened. It was very poignant, actually, that my family dog, so it was my mum and dad's dog, but I mean, I didn't live with them, but you know what I mean? Like, I see my family all the time. So and I love all my family dogs. Huge dog lover. Yeah, my dog had literally just died. So, I mean, so that's the synchronicity in my life is crazy nonstop in every part of it, that it goes for kind of shitty stuff like that. Cause it was like my dog had just died. And then the fable that I was reading, which I was reading them brand new, was about a dog dying. So, but this card's actually really beautiful. I'll read the book as well. It's about how special it is to have had a love like that, because not everybody always even gets that in a lifetime, you know what I mean? So already, you know, this is about the love between a woman and her dog, but already that was starting to feel very romantic there, actually. So let's just see where it resonates for people personally. But talking about romance, and again, it is because that is who I'm here to help with my Chiron, the wounded healer in Gemini. This full moon's in Gemini, remember, in the house of partnership, which is Libra energy, balancing your masculine and feminine energy. It is why I am forever helping people retrieve back the parts of them that they've lost. That is what a shaman does. That's my speciality, is soul retrieval, and everything that I do, even just having a conversation with me, is soul retrieval. That is why people come to me feeling like crap and they leave feeling empowered, and they're like, they don't kind of get what's went on, but that's why. And again, because I'm a counsellor as well, you know, people just think they're having a wee informal chat with me, but I am actually a counsellor. So, and even before that, even before I trained in these things like hypnotherapy, and that, I was always relaxing people and putting them to sleep, and in a good way, you know. So it's just, I just went and trained in the things that made sense because I was doing it anyway. But basically, on that note, twin flame stuff comes up with me all the time anyway. But because I consider this a full moon about the twin flames, because Gemini is the sign of the twins, it looks like it's on the cards quite literally, because soulmate. And I feel when that is the dynamics I am here to help with mostly, or love anyway, you could almost take it that as twin flame, right? Because in this card, look, doesn't matter whether it's two, like a man and a woman, two men, two women, whatever, or whatever, you know, just inclusive of everyone. Like, there's telepathy going on there, you know what I mean? Like third eye activation. I did mention that in the video that I published earlier today. I felt that was a huge third eye activation, meaning that if you're new to spiritual awakening, you know, it's a heightened part of your ascension process. It feels like things are cranking up a gear. And that video had a lot of strong energy coming through. So I'll be interested how people respond to that. And even like months in the future, whenever you find it. But definitely, yeah, there's a bit of telepathy going on here. So, you know, if there's connections in your life where, again, you know, you're apart from somebody that you're in this connection with, oh my God, and it's so funny. It's oh no, it's not. It's Shaky Stevens. Never mind. I thought it was like George Michael or something, like Last Christmas, but it's Merry Christmas, everyone. So maybe there's some. This is my favorite one. Maybe this is some happy news coming for someone. But yeah, basically there is this kind of, so whether it's someone you know or whether it's someone you don't know, there is this heightened telepathy going on. And again, it's because we're in the full moon of the twins. And we have a moon in Gemini once a month. You know, it's like the moon returns to that sign once a month, but this is a full moon. So this is a spotlight. This is a completion. This is a big, massive ending, hopefully a good ending of something in this area for some people, not everyone, but for some people, big answers are coming. Also, it's the last full moon of the year. But with this theme, before I read these from the book, there's grief around a connection. That's what I'm feeling here. There is some sort of feelings of loss or missing someone, or a sadness there. That's what I'm kind of picking up for. So again, this could be you, or this could be your person. We're just going to say your person, right? Because it's not always that some people are in a actual relationship. Like you say, sometimes you don't even freaking know who this person is. You're just like, I know there's somebody out there with the exact energy signature of my soul, Maxim. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm in Practical Magic. I always used to say that was one of, well, it is one of my favorite films, but when she writes a letter and asks specifically for somebody to have one green eye and one blue eye, a star in his chest, all this kind of shit. And then, the police, to spoiler alert, the policeman turns up in the film and he's got one blue eye, one green eye. And like, she's like, oh, I wished for you. And then I'm sure he's like, it's all dramatic, we love that in a film. And then it's like, he's like, I wished for you too. Do you mean? Anyway, you need to see it, but it's this kind of like, it's why Twilight, it's all this heightened romance in there. Right, so, and you might see, I sometimes get quite annoyed that I have to read about romance because I've got huge, strong opinions. And again, I am a North Node in Gemini in the 8th house. This is why I am sharing in such a deep, intense way on YouTube. Like, again, I'm pretty private too with some areas, but I just get it. I'm meant to do this. But basically, where was I going with that? I've lost it. Oh shit, I'm just going to read the videos. I know I'm just going to read the message. I don't know what I was going to say there, but it's gone. Maybe I'm not meant to say it. That's the way we take it. What was I going to say? See, this is where one of my soul sisters would remind me what I was saying, and then but it'll come back as meant to. Let's just read this. Right, so I just want to reiterate that this is either going to resonate with you, or, oh yeah, that's why I was saying that, right? So this is either going to resonate with you, or it could be that you are in a relationship with this person and you're noticing that they're feeling kind of sad, kind of down. It might not even be about you and them. It might be about something else. So this is for people that are in a relationship, married, or boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You'll be like, yeah, this makes sense. You're feeling like that. Or you're feeling like this. It's one of the two. But like I would say, if you are in a twin flame dynamic, people don't like this, that know a lot about twin flames, because they'll just want to always project it onto the other person. If they are feeling a certain way, most 9 times out of 10, it's because something like that is going to be going on within you as well. And that's where, if you want to explore that deeper, you will have to book. I wouldn't even book a recorded session about that. I would book up a live Zoom. Right, so now Mariah carries on, might be significant. Right, so grief. So I've been about 25 minutes on that. Right, so this is where, if you're not familiar with these cards, if you listen to the words of the fable and see how it connects with you, just see how it connects with you and resonates with what is going on in your life, or like I say, or someone else that you feel this might be about. So Penelope and Pickle. Grief is a love without a place to go. Penelope meets Pickle, the puppy, when she's at college. They go through everything together. When the day comes, much later, for Mother Earth to call Pickle home, he dies in Penelope's arms. Her friends are hard on her, suggesting that she should just get over her pet's death. Penelope knows she loved Pickle deeply and is simply in grief. Loving Pickle was worth every moment of sadness. When she's ready, she will love again. Now, instantly, when I was saying that, and this is a heart chakra card, so again, hashtag all the feels, I'm being reminded that the card that came out of it, and I'm only pulling one of these a day typically, is soulmate. So instantly, although again, this is about a woman and her dog, it's like life in general. It's like how I could be talking about one thing and it's absolutely talking about something else, and it's amazing how it can connect with lots of different people watching in different ways. And it's like, that's what mediums do as well, and because I'm a medium as well, it's like one message for one person could be for a few, because again, they're pulling in the freaking robin. So the robin people love ones in the spirit or one away below. But it's kind of like, you will only get that if you watched other videos. But definitely what I'm feeling here is this is like, a grief, a loss around somebody not being in your life, whether that is where you're at now, or whether I'm just trying to think, quite a few of my clients are either in that place now, or they've been in that place for quite a while, or you kind of moved on from it, but like basically moved on from it as much as you can, that basically there was a love in your life that was special, or sometimes people wouldn't even say a love in your life, and it's like other people would just be like, oh, just get over it, or or it's you're not with them, or what, all this kind of unhelpful stuff. And it's kind of like, or like, hopefully people don't say that when people's dogs dies, but you get it. It's kind of like something that was in your life that is gone, and it's specialty. But I can even sort of see how that fits in with changing friendships. Like, even when a friendship, the word dies come to me there, but even when a friendship dies and it's meant to change and grow and you're meant to go in your separate ways, it is really sad, because it's like you're used to having that person there all the time, and then they're just not there. So even if it's the right thing, it can be pretty weird for a while, at least a few weeks, while you grieve. But usually, depending on the friendship, it would probably be quite a few months. And then if it was the right thing, you probably would just get over it. But you know what I mean? It's how long's a piece of string. So it's the same with like whether it's death or love relationships. Definitely, it's like if someone had a big impact on your life, you do have to grieve it. And then some people don't grieve it and they stay stuck. Like I can think of things in my life where grief, whether it is someone dying, or whether it is things like love, or whether it is friends. I can resonate with all of these things at different times in my life where it's I find it hard to let people go. So, but the older I've got, the God, now I'm just like, it might seem brutal, but I can let go of people quite easily. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's part of ascension, and I'm here to help people do that. It doesn't mean I don't get upset. It doesn't mean I don't. Yeah, it doesn't mean I don't get upset. It just means I just accept it. I let it be what it is. It is what it is. And I just trust that whatever and whoever is meant to join you on your journey, whether they go away and come back, they will. And it helps me, it really does. What's for you won't go by you, as my grandma always says, and I got all my clients saying it. Separation period for now and grief of the past. Yes, exactly. It's, it's everybody's on a different path with this, because again, I can think of where this is absolutely about romance for some people, and it might not be you. I'd just like to point out, it might not be you that is feeling these deep feelings of grief. I feel you may have actually been there already, and now your person's there missing you. So that could absolutely be, but either way, you will have already been there, so you can deeply empathize with how they're feeling. And it's because the connection was so strong. But what I can absolutely guarantee you is if we're talking about if we're talking about a twin flame, you might not, basically they feel exactly the same way as you. And if they don't, they're not your twin flame. Like that is just basically, that's it. So, and again, that is where nobody can tell you who that person is. It's just a knowing in your heart. So yeah, but anyway, let's read the different bits. So, but yeah, what I was going to say is that's also, I can think of people that are away from family for different types of reasons, and they're needing to grieve, even though it's right. They're needing to kind of to grieve that. Friendships, family, love. What else could it be? Missing a job, because of the state of the world. Like you've had to, it makes sense to leave a certain job. I can think of people that have like had really good jobs that they loved, but because of the way the things are, they then gave it up to like do baking and stuff like that, and now they're loving that. And again, this is like people are really finding their callings through, there's lots of good stuff that have come out of the weird shit that's going on in the world. Penelope and Pickle remind us that what we reveal, we heal. And I always say that, feel it to heal it. I usually say that around the Scorpio moons or the Cancer moons. Give yourself time. You will love again. If you honor your pain, it will change your life. And that's why I was saying about, when I think about myself or people that I've helped, it is your deepest pain and your wounds when you don't. Me and my friends visit my ex's house. Are you kidding me? What is this? Is this a music? That just flashed up on my TV. See what I mean? Like they made me leave my TV on for a reason, because things are going to come up. I don't even know if that's a song or whatever. Oh, it is. Gail, A, B, C, D. I don't fuck knows. But anyway, that just came up on the TV. But yeah, it's about if you slow down, you allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, rather than kind of gaslighting yourself or allowing other people to kind of diminish what it is you have. Oh, now I can actually, I'm being shown specific clients actually. I am picking up. So although I'm being shown people, I think it's going to resonate with a few people. So I'm just going to go with this. I'm actually being shown someone where that is something that I had picked up, that it's kind of like, it looked like, you know, friends were doing the right thing by being like, you know, this guy's no good for you or whatever. But actually, there might have been a bit of jealousy there. You know, maybe not jealousy of like the get, well, sometimes that does go on, but it more just kind of felt like, jealousy isn't the right word, but that probably is for someone if that's came out of my mouth. It's more just kind of like, yeah, friends or family kind of not getting it. So kind of like say trying to move you on from something that you're not ready to move on from. So I feel this is I'm picking up on like people that have actually like been in a relationship or like maybe even lived together or whatever, and then there's something that's went on and miscommunication and they're apart. And then it's like, you know, because they're not opening up, people are like, you move on, this guy's not right for you, and you can understand why. So that's what I mean. People wouldn't necessarily be doing, you know, they're not meaning to be nasty or anything or put a spanner in the works, but if we're talking about twin flame relationships, that's complicated because that it's a whole different kind of ball game. And that was something that came up with a few clients was rather than it, you know, maybe the person thinking I was going to be like, yeah, this guy isn't for you, you know, it's not even a twin flame, it's a karmic partner. It was actually a strong message. Remember, it's not me, it's spirit. The strong message from spirit is actually, no, this absolutely is your twin flame, and it's difficult if you're wanting to kind of work together through it. Now, you know, you either give them the space, give yourself the space, and this will, you'll come back together, it will resolve when it's meant to. But the issue actually is the people around you aren't helping the situation, whether they're meaning to or not. You know, I'm sure it'd be with good intention, but not, let's get real here, guys. With my Pluto placements, it isn't always good intentions. Either way, that's why you need to, oh, this was yesterday's message. You need to validate yourself. You need to, and Mariah Carey is on now too, All I Want for Christmas Is You. So it's kind of like you need to validate yourself. You need to put aside what other people think about your life. And, you know, that's what this journey is all about. Hello, Jen. Is that my Jen? I've got many, many Jens. I'm like, is it Jen, one of my best pals? Is it Jen in my membership? Is it Jen, somebody I work? It's like I've got about 5 Jen. Is it Jen on Instagram? I've got about 5 Jens. Tell me who you are. Jen who? Is it? That's so funny. And hi. Right. So, but yeah, so that was definitely picking up on a specific situation. But I bet you it's going to be a specific situation to a few people. It's basically trust your heart, is what the message is there. Trust your heart and what you're feeling. Right. So, heavy. Is lingering grief preventing me from progress? What can I see in my heart? That's what I just said. Feeling grief, healing process, missing someone or something, being unafraid of sadness, love is on the horizon. Ah, isn't that interesting that is that card that says love is on the horizon, as Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You is playing, and soulmate. So it does kind of indicate something. Love, commitment, and vulnerability. Right. This is a bit where I'm going to read the meditation. So you can choose to close your eyes just now if you want. And I'll just add in my wee bits because they're very short. They're almost not long enough. So close your eyes if you want to take part in this bit. Breathe in, telling yourself relax. And breathe out, telling yourself release. Breathe in, telling yourself relax. And breathe out, telling yourself release, giving yourself permission to release. And I want you to allow a cleansing white light to wash over you. Invite someone you miss into the light. I'm going to do it too. Feel the happiness this moment provides. Tell them how much you miss them and let them tell you the same. Bearing in mind that because I am a medium, a bridge between the heaven and the earth, aka shaman, loved ones in spirit could actually come forward. You might have actually chose a loved one in spirit anyway, but you can choose somebody that's alive as well. And this could be absolutely any area. It could be family members, friends, it could be love. It could be a part of you. My nose is itchy, so people are definitely calling on the loved ones in spirit because that's when they're around. I'm just going to stay quiet like for a minute. I'll not leave it any longer because it just gets awkward when you leave it longer than that. It's not so much that, it's just, you know, I wanted Saturday night, guys. Not that I've got like a crazy night planned, but I just kind of don't want to be here all night. But I'm going to stay quiet for a moment and then you'll hear my voice in a minute. Create space for another visit in the future, if you wish. Just bring your awareness back to your body and open your eyes when you're ready. Membership, best pal, soul sis, Aries twin, always on the same page. Should I keep going? Jen, I knew it was you, but it was like when I originally seen Jen, I thought of you are one of my best pals too, but one of my best pals that lives here is called Jen too. And I was like, nah, that's magic. It's you. I thought it was. You're all my Jens. And then who knows? We might bring on Jennifer too. The Jen and the Jennifers and the Jennies, Jennalinas, other variations of Jen. Right, let's read soulmate. So, grief on a Saturday night. Shit. But hey, I don't know, you know, well, you guys know this, but I actually, by the way, did you know that YouTube Live is the new Facebook Live if you hadn't already worked that out? Well, for me it is anyway. Oh, now that song that I thought it was earlier is on. So they're obviously wanting me to use the songs tonight to tell the story. Now it is Last Christmas. It's, oh no, well, it's flashed up anyway. Right, so soulmate, right. So we've got heart chakra stuff going on here and we've got root chakra stuff. So actually, before I even read this one, bringing matters of the heart to your physical reality is what that says to me. So, to fruition. Rose without thorns. It is time to face my true feelings. Yes, absolutely. Because probably because actually now Adele's on, and we all know Adele likes to get that out, isn't it? Because I mean, what's that one about? Yeah, that all shit, yeah. That resonates. It must be clips because it's just wee clips coming up because that's about like being done, you know, like I've given it all and I have to move on now. So then that kind of feels like karmic situations, you know, being done. What I was going to say is, yeah, Gemini is communication. So it's about talking and listening. So I do feel heartfelt communications going on of all kinds. Again, obviously, because this has got a romantic nature around it and because of who I help and because it's a full moon of twins as well, it could be that. It could also be, you know, true feelings being shared between friends, between family members. So you just look out for people being a wee bit more in their feels or more honest about how they really feel. And I feel definitely because I've saying feel a lot. I feel definitely because the moon moves into Cancer right after the full moon is exact tomorrow and shortly after, and just also because of what's going on in the world. And I always say Cancer moon. I've got quite a few medium friends that have got a Cancer moon. And they feel the weight of the world. You know, it is anyone with a Cancer placement, it's all about feelings. So they can also get really bogged down with the world stuff and take your pick with what there is, you know, to be sad or angry about. It's time for him. Oh yeah, so listen, you know, I might draw tears with this. It's quite a nice one. I haven't read it for a while. So Rose without thorns. It is time to face my true feelings. It's time for him to leave her again. To use the script he always does at this point. He even knows her next line. She will say, "How can you do this to me?" But unexpectedly, she says, "I love you." The words of the script die on his tongue. He struggles to get them out. What the hell was that? I didn't know what that was. That's quite interesting, isn't it? It was like, I think it was this table because it's sitting on like a, you know what I mean? It makes, but it felt like, I don't know. The words of the, sorry, it ruined the vibe. Back to the thing. The words of the script die on his tongue. He struggles to get them out. Just a few words and he will be free, but they won't come out. Suddenly, he clasps her to him. God, this is like a raunchy novel or something. Did I say raunchy novel? Oh, this is what's not good about when it's live. But I wouldn't have not published it for that anyway, because it's quite funny, whatever that is. But I meant to say raunchy novel, and I think I actually did. I think I could have got away with it. Anyway, let's move on. Suddenly he clasps her to him. He loves her. This is the true freedom, he thought. To enjoy the beauty of a rose, we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. I just want to laugh now. This offers a new way to live. The best incentive to change is love. What truth am I embracing? This card indicates no longer living a lie. Yeah, so loads of people are getting to this point, right? They're missing somebody and they can't live in a lie anymore, right? So either that's you, if you're honest, or that's somebody else in your life that loves you. Let's be real. So, or cares deeply about you, but it's probably love. To where did we get here? Speaking your truth, choose it, which again, that is what this full moon's about, not just for twin flames, for anyone. Choosing love, freedom through transformation, resistance to commitment, an unexpected outcome, new truths, authenticity, treasure, and trust. And if you're ready for the next little meditation, close your eyes or just listen to the words. Take a deep breath and keep relaxing until you find yourself in a safe place. Ask the great spirits to help you face that which you long for. Oh, shit. Wow, right, guys, this is really unfortunate and I'm being a bit polite here, but the noise was quite clearly my laptop's about to die. So stay in that place, sitting with spirit. This is meant to be though, sit with spirit and I'll go get the charger. Don't die, don't die. See, this means something though. It's like somebody panicking that it's just totally over. They've just totally fucked it and it's like they didn't listen to their intuition and it's done. And it's not over yet. It's like a film statement. Here is a fucking adapter. Who needs a Saturday night film when you've got this entertainment? You know what I mean? It's like a love film. Right. Da-da-da-da. Please don't turn off. You see, please don't turn off. See what I mean? I'm going to explain this in a minute. I totally get this. It's a bit dramatic, but hey, I thought I'll leave my heaven. Where's the fucking plug? Right, I'll not turn it on until I've plugged it in. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? No, because we've not turned it on yet. Sorry, I'm ruining your lovely meditation. There we go. Whew. Right, so obviously Spirit are going to have fun with me on these lives. Basically, that didn't happen for no reason. So keep your eyes closed. I'm going to finish the meditation and I'm going to explain. Blindingly obvious to me though. Allow any nerves to pass. God, that's like taking the piss after I've just done that. You may now know how to handle your present situation, or this knowledge will come to you soon. Right, come back to your body if you went away and open your eyes. Yeah, look, that's so funny. Sophia's just said when they think it's dead, it's not. Exactly. And that's because you've been in my circle, my gang a long time. You can interpret correctly. But that's exactly what it's about. The laptop nearly died, but it hasn't. Someone in this connection thinks it's dead, gone, buried, no going back. So it could be that you never even got it to start. Like there's that. It could be like something never fully went all the way. I mean, that could be quite literally in the bedroom, but it could be that it's something never went, like, you know, intimacy wise, like that hadn't reached that point. And then lots of times passed and it's kind of like, right, I think this is dead and gone. And I know, like I say, I know that this is lots of different situations for different people, but there is hope there. You know, there's definitely hope because I managed to get the charger and it's on and it's fine. There's no drama. And even if it had went off, you know, but they wouldn't have let it because it was just so that I got to give the message, which is very clever. Anyway, I'm out of breath now. Let's pull the Ascension card. Or I think it actually makes more sense. I'm going to do it the other way around tonight. I'm going to do the love messages because that feels very with the way that that message went. I've been doing it at the minute. Oh my God, I've got hiccups now. I've been doing them at the end, but it feels like that would tie on. And now the actual Adele song is actually on. They're funny. I can't stand a lot of her songs because it's like you hear them too much. Right, anyway, so, right. Tell me more about that particular situation. Let's go a wee bit of the past, present, future. This might be your dynamic, it might not, so just hang around and listen and see. But it has been so far the last, 4 nights, it has been more than one pair. It's been related very strongly to lots of people. Right, in the past, with whoever this is going to resonate with, that came out in reverse. So it didn't feel safe to go there, basically. It didn't feel safe to love for whatever reason. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of love. It just didn't feel right, right? So it's definitely a situation where it just didn't go as far as it could have for whatever reason. It wasn't the right person, wrong timing, feels like. Presently, this is definitely well, that's a bit much, but presently, playfulness and engagement. Well, again, something will have had to have really heightenedly, something would have had to really have progressed there quite significantly. But when that card engagement comes up, again, this is what's quite clever about when they do this. I'm going to do it the first way, right? That engagement card, it actually says the relationship is going to a higher level. So it's just about, oh yeah, that makes sense. Where it never went anywhere deep or deep enough before because it wasn't the right time. It's right now, it is like it's the right time for it to move forward with something in a playful way, you know, because Gemini is very playful, it's about socializing. We're inside, basically, this energy is like Sagittarius is party, play, keep it light, fun. That's my moon sign. That's why I'm a head fuck, because I've got that as the playful, fun energy, you know, don't get too deep. And then the Scorpio rising is like, let's get really deep. Let's get really deep and intense. So it's like mixed messaging. And then the Aries is just like, let's just party and it's just fun. You know what I mean? That is my way that I tune into astrology. Like you say, it's like starseed astrology, mine astrology. It's my own type of astrology. It tends to make sense to the people, to my soul tribe. But basically, there's something about the present moment of utilizing the fun party energy of Sagittarius and the playful talking, chatting, listening energy of Gemini. Like, don't make it too heavy, basically. Your love life's ascending to a higher level of commitment. So yeah, absolutely. There's something has the potential to progress here if you keep it playful. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So whatever, you know, was fun about however you connected before, trying to pick that up in some way. But also that could be it wasn't the right time to take things further before. So perhaps this is people that have been in a relationship for a long time or something, maybe even broken up and then gotten back together, or perhaps you've stayed together, but it's been a bit stale, you know, pandemic, all this kind of stuff is kind of taking its toll on things. But now perhaps there's going to be some happy engagements and, you know, fun times coming in there. So definitely let me know who that's for, on replay or live. So what the hell is going? Oh my god, that's not even funny. It's a video. It's Ed Sheeran and Elton John, so you can watch that yourself. See, but I mean, the symbology in some of these things is embarrassing. People, right? So, I don't mean, well, yeah, I don't mean them in general. I just mean some of the political things. It's just not even political, isn't the right word. Anyway, let's not go there. The fucking person holding the phone's wearing a mask. I mean, like, God, there's everyone wearing masks in that video. I mean, like, leave it out, you know what I mean? Right, future energy of this connection. So, but you see, I'm going on about masks, and that's talking about people wearing a false mask. That was in today's video. So there you go. I'm getting annoyed about different kind of bits about, yeah, people were masking real feelings there for good reason, out of fear of rejection, really, or fear the other person doesn't feel the same. So keep an open mind about the future. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So for some people, I feel this is actually because when it says your soulmate, I usually take it to mean it's your twin flame. It's like your twin flame actually could be someone different from what you originally thought. Like that is definitely, and that's a head fuck, so I hope you're not in that situation, but it could definitely be that for some people. And it definitely comes up with a lot of my clients that, you know, especially if someone's really unhealthily attached to someone, and even if the behavior is bad and they're excusing it. And again, we've all been there. We've not all been there, but, you know, different kind of thing. Maybe not with romantic, but you could be excusing friends' behavior or family. That happens all the time. You know, I don't think you defend work too much, but you know what I mean? But it's kind of like keep an open mind, because, you know, they're it should just be, you know, you should be putting out there for someone that is for your highest good. Even if you have got a good idea, it's just good to, you know, keep it along that vibe. But this is definitely about, you know, if you don't know who they are, like keep an open mind. Like, you know, it's like when people say, oh, I've got a type. Well, let go of the type, because you don't know, you know, it could be like somebody completely different from who you would have thought. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Romantic feelings, yeah. So I really love that, for definitely for what I said before. It was like before it wasn't the right time, right person, wrong timing. Now it is a good time to take a jump in the connection. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, let's get together, let's walk off in the sunset, but it means to reconnect in a playful way, keep it light. It's, you know, the feelings are worth exploring, and, you know, just keep an open mind. Like, yeah, that's cool. Right, so that's enough for that. And then we'll pull a Lover's Oracle, and then I'll go on to the general ascension energy. Oh no, I'll do a bit of masculine and feminine. I did think I'd be about an hour. Yeah, right. What does that say? Let's just read them both. Oh. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, you must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And this is very much like what I said in the video that I released for today's one, which I filmed yesterday. It's, you know, you have to, I said it all in that video. It's basically, you know, you can't, if something is the way it is, like, you know, you can't, especially when it's to do with someone else's feelings, you do just have to accept it. Like, in fact, I actually said this to a client yesterday, that you have to take what somebody's saying to you at face value. Like, if somebody is actually saying, I don't feel the same way, then, you know, you kind of got to take that on. You got to take that for what it is. But the head fuck is, like, I've definitely worked with people where that has happened and it actually isn't the truth, and it's like someone's scared and they're trying to buy a bit more time. So that's why you kind of probably need someone like me in your life, you know, a counselor or a healer, or someone that's got 10 years experience of the journey, because but either way, you have to accept things the way they are. And you basically, look, this person's alone. So whether you're a man or a woman, or it's like, you know, you have to accept yourself. And basically on this journey, if you accept yourself, whoever is your twin flame, they will accept themselves. That's basically what that's about. So, and again, because look, that person's on her own on that card. So there's usually, and I mean, if you look, some of these cards, it's two people getting it on. So it's not like that one's very, you know, polite and not so raunchy. There's another, there's quite, where's one where, I mean, we're getting all the polite ones tonight. Look, there's two angels. Where's the one where it's like a bit racy? I like that one. That one looks like full moon. Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, you know what I mean? There's one that's like, it always makes me laugh. I need to find it now. Oh, look, that's like the full moon. That's like the full moon tonight. But yeah, look, don't know what they're up to, but fucking hell, they're having fun. There, see, these people aren't alone, are they? They're having fun. Right, so I didn't mean fun when I was saying fun before playful communication. I mean, that's not the kind of fun I was talking about, but spirit having a laugh. Emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Right, that is about wherever there was ill feeling, miscommunication, something not going right before, you do have to draw a line in the sand and let it go. Or else, if you can't, you need to talk about it. And again, Gemini's about talking, probably why I'm talking so much tonight. But it's, you know what I mean? That is basically bottom line. But also that means about the clouded vision that can go on when it's like different people that I work with, when they think that there's Twilight on the TV again, when, oh yeah, and there is a thing where it's like she's got a thing with both guys, it's like, you know, pick one, you know, it didn't be greedy with them both, but it's kind of like, you know, it is confusing, isn't there? Because there's like well, I mean, there's, well, what the hell's their name? I've only seen it once, but it's like, you know, the main guy, and then there's a guy that turns into the wolf. And it's like, so it's kind of like, that's really cool how they're giving me that example. But it's like, I feel like someone in this connection could have been actually thinking that someone else was that, whether they knew what a twin flame was, or, you know, their soulmate or something. And then actually they're like, shit, I don't think it is. Like, I think it's actually this person. So it's like, there's a lot of that going on too. It's like we're in a film, guys. Right, anyway, so let's do a bit of, before I move on to the other cards, let's do a bit, where's your feminine, so you watching this, where's your feminine energy at? And if it says slow down again, that'll be that message from the start coming up. Surprise, yeah, so there is some sort of surprise coming up for you, I feel, with this full moon. You could be surprising yourself with what you're doing, but it could also just be like a surprise coming your way in any area of life. And that's funny because there's an advert with a cracker and it's like, oh, what am I going to get? You know what I mean? Release your expectations and be open to surprise. Yeah, so we're going to leave that message there. And then your masculine energy within you, remember, because I'll do it when it's two people in a minute. Your masculine, so your receiving energy, it needs to be open to being surprised, not trying to work it all out and think you've got all the answers, because that's boring and you'll just be held back from stuff happening if you try to do that. Masculine is, yeah, because that can also be like your heart, open your heart, and this can be your head, masculine, feminine, head, heart. The other way around though. Masculine energy, you're making decisions about things, weighing stuff up. Sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. And I was feeling that. You see, it's kind of like what I've said about myself, like there's this energy, just slow down, right? A full moon is a time to release, you know, you've done all the hard work and let's just see what happens. So be open to surprises and, you know, just make a decision to not make a decision at all and see what happens. So whatever is going on in your life, right? So, and then I'm going to do a combined energy actually. Energy. Stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. And that brings us right back to the first card about set your boundaries and say no. It's not a fuck yeah, it's a hell no. It's, you know, slow down, get more rest, and watch your boundaries, protect your energy. So both, so that now when we talk about two people, whether you are the feminine or masculine, or whether you feel like you're swapping in a bit of both or whatever, you know, be open to surprise. Someone needs to be open to surprise. Someone's confused about things, so the guidance is just, you don't need to make a decision right now, just chill out, and protect your energy. Stay away from people that don't feel good, quite simply. Right, so I love it. Right, let's move on now. So I normally do it the other way around, but I'll only stay for another, I mean, I'll try to keep it about 10-15 minutes, because otherwise this video is like an hour, over an hour. That'll be an hour and 15 minutes. Right, what else do we need to know that would be helpful for whoever watching this video, whether it's 1, 2, everyone? Something about the full moon. Healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. Brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, personal power. But yeah, the personal power does fit into, you know, just saying no, you know, and again, it's like, I was about to say at Christmas, you might be having to do a lot of that, but the way the world is, I can't, you know, it's not like people are out and about doing as much as what they would have been before. But I suppose, yeah, there are situations where you might not feel like going to family, you know, you might even not feel like spending Christmas with families for whatever reason, and you have to say no, and it's a bit awkward. Yeah, whatever's going on in different people's lives. So protect your energy. You do you. You do you, boo. I said that yesterday. Healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. So that does feel like what I've already picked up on, that everybody needs to slow down right now. I mean, we're in winter. And also 4 and 6 is 10. 10 is endings, which also reduces to 1, which is new beginnings, alignment. And it does, and a full moon is very much about that. You know, it's about an ending. Of course, it's the last full moon of the year, so it's like an ending within an ending. But we all know that a new year comes after the end of the year, a new beginning comes after the end, and all that kind of jazz. Something's come into vision, but also the power to give and receive. This is about, with those messages about slow down, particularly bringing it back to the first card at the start of the video. Surrender to rest and sleep, surrender to setting limits on yourself. It's about not being overly controlling of yourself, like, no, I need to get this done, I need to get that done, I need to get that. Like, I wanted to get a few things, I wanted to tidy up my office and that today, and it just doesn't happen. But actually I've done what I needed to do, which was just not a whole lot. Like, I watched a wee bit of a film, and I'm going to watch a film after this. So it's, you know, if you don't slow down to receive for yourself, after all that given, you know, it's not going to be good for you. So it's about, particularly if you've been given out a lot, look at my hand, just one of these times I'm going to pull that Santa Claus is coming to town. Could be about something else, but it's yeah, one of these times I'm actually going to pull that card out, but my hand just stopped at the book Twin Flames. So just saying. Right, so 46. Yeah, and also, sorry, the 10 to me is about the liminal space. You're not quite the end, you're not quite the beginning. And that's what we're kind of in right now, because we're not actually people keep saying the full moon is tonight. It is in some parts of America, but it's not in the UK until the early hours of tomorrow. So as far as I'm concerned, it is Sunday, okay, and it's still Saturday where I live. So we're not actually at the end yet. We're at the bit before the end, and that's what number 10 is. So to me, 46. Healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. Sorry, I really need to see when people send me a WhatsApp. It's like I don't know why it's not dinging though, but it was buzzing, and it's probably quite loud on there. The priestess of the earth stands with her back against a sacred ancient tree, channeling life-giving energy to and from Mother Earth herself. This card reveals that a time of great healing is at hand for you, for others, and even for the planet. If you have a physical concern, now is the time to call up earth energy and bring it into your body, mind, chakras, and energy system. You can also bring together divine healing rays to commune with the earth energy in your own heart center, radiating through every cell of your being. And again, if you're new to me, everything that I do is a light-coded healing. The light language, the light healing is always flowing through me to you. So just know that. You have a powerful energy vibrating within, which can heal yourself and others. And that's not a coincidence, I just said that. In fact, this card is calling you to awaken to that power and bring that loving resonance to the people and issues that need it most. You may have spent past lives working in some type of healing capacity. And that's like what I said earlier in the video. Long before I went to train in certain different things, there was indications it was the right way to go. Like, for instance, I trained in counselling. 4 or 5, I was counselling people in the middle, not counselling, I was literally supporting and empathizing with people when their dog had died, which is a strange coincidence with it. Well, no such thing as coincidence, strange synchronicity. Or people were getting very relaxed when I was telling like one of my big stories, and that's what a shaman does before I moved into that kind of stuff. And, it's all the signs were there, or I was putting people to sleep, relaxing them before I was a hypnotherapist, or I was motivating people before I was a life coach, all these kind of things. Usually there's indications, and I would say that's because I've been these things in a past life, and so it just comes to me naturally. It's like astrology. Like, nobody's taught me astrology officially, but I know loads. I've actually spoke to some astrologers, and like they're quite surprised that of how much I know. But I definitely do it in my own way. So I don't tend to refer to myself as an astrologer. I just say I do it in my own way. But it's like, who cares? Whatever it is, people seem to like it. The right people. So in fact, this card is calling you to awaken to that power and bring that love and resonance to people and issues that need it most. And that's why I always say it's usually Facebook Live that I jump on, and then sometimes Instagram, but it's mostly Facebook Live. But I'm really not feeling Facebook because it's just so censored. I mean, actually, so's here, but we're seeing how it goes. And this feels the right place for me to be right now. So definitely get your notifications on, guys, because I'll be doing this more often. I'm actually feeling I'm going to come on. Because I've done this live tonight and it's been all right. I'll not be on it. Well, I might be, but I don't think I'll be on as long. But I'm definitely going to come on, I feel, tomorrow and do this. But then I'm going to come on Tuesday on the solstice, and I'll do a bit of live healing. So, like I say, I'm always healing when I'm talking, but I actually mean I'm going to pick people out and do stuff. So, like what I do on the Facebook Live. So, and if you didn't already know, if you comment on the video after this is finished, so not on the live right now, but well, you can comment on live, but if you comment on the video after it's finished, you'll be in with a chance of winning a recorded reading. And some of you have actually had recorded readings, so you already know that they're good. And I'm not just saying that for it, like they actually told me they enjoyed them. So, right. You may have spent past lives working in some type of healing capacity, whether in a formal, mainstream sort, such as a doctor or nurse, an energetic or spiritual one, such as a shaman or a hands-on healer. If you feel so compelled, listen to the call of your soul and let yourself explore the healer's path in these or other arts. There's a much broader message in this card. However, for you, you're also called to heal the earth itself. And that's why, if you don't know, I walk on the beach every day for usually at least an hour, but usually it's about 2 hours, and that is me healing the earth. So healing myself, healing the earth. Listen to the call of your soul and let yourself explore the healer's path in these or other arts. There's a much broader message in this. I've just said that. We are at a point in our shared karmic journey where we must make choices that honor our environment and bring healing to the land, the seas, and all of the inhabitants in our precious land. Now, this feels really, really important, actually, with me keeping on channeling that there's some big energy shifts coming. And again, that is not, huge news to a lot of people that are aware of this, but it's with that, well, it's particularly leading up to the 21/12 date there as well. It feels like it feels like there's a real merging of timelines. That's just, I find it hard to put into words, but like I'm thinking of things from like 10 years ago and that, and it just feels like things are all merging into one, really. That's the only way I can put it. But there's big changes coming in the world. That is a bit cryptic, but we'll just see. When it happens, we'll be like, oh yeah, that's what that was. Know that you're a force in making this a reality. The new earth is what I'm talking about. Creating the new earth, creating the world we want it to be, and not the shitty one that's falling apart and dying right now. Sending your loving, healing intention outwards will bring blessings to the planet, to you, and to every creature. I am one with the healing power of the earth. My choice to honor earth energy brings expanding blessings to the world. Yes. So know that the healing energy you send out there makes a difference, right? I'm not going to read the other card, but I am going to shuffle these, and then I'm going to pull one of those cards, and I'm going to go because I've been here for ages. They want me to just cut the deck here. What are we pulling out? Look at this. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. That's my sign to go. So I'm taking note, and I'm going to go in 5 minutes. So yeah, but yeah, that's for you as well. You know, so where do you need to give yourself permission to have an early night? Doesn't matter that it's Saturday night, guys. Most of us aren't a spring chicken. Do you know what I mean? And if you are young, you probably shouldn't be watching this, but unless it does resonate, and you're welcome. Oh my God. What? It's 21:12. The time is I cannot even. The time is 21:12. I'm screenshotting that. That's crazy. So see what I mean? I know that the people watching right now know what happens to me, but if you're new to me, nothing is ever a coincidence in life, right? I've just said a hummingbird might be significant to someone too, because that was on the TV. That's one of my many animal signs of my heart. I just mentioned the significance of 21:12, and the time here is 21:12. I mean, you just can't write this shit. Right, give us one more card, and one more card from here anyway, and then I'm gonna pull a sacred whatever card it is. So please like, comment, subscribe, share this with somebody else that you feel might have a spare hour or so in their hands to watch it. It puts people to sleep though. Lots of people have been saying they've been, like my regular sort of people that I keep in contact have been saying that they've not managed to watch the whole thing because they fall asleep. Sorry, it's just part of my job. Sorry, not sorry, it's the energy's coming through. Oh wow. Take inspired action and let your fears dissolve. Full moon in Virgo, full moon in Cancer. So what this is about, it's about feeling it to heal it, because like I said, the moon goes into Cancer straight after the full moon's exact and the wee small hours of tomorrow here anyway. So, you know, just feel it to heal it, and know that that's still a strong pool of energy at your feelings in particular, and definitely about helping you to open up, or helping other people in your life to express themselves in any area of life. So again, look out for friends sharing their feelings, family members, definitely love relationship. That's obvious from what's come through tonight. Be open for you being more honest with yourself about your feelings, and then maybe doing something about it, taking inspired action, you know. And Virgo is actually reality as well. So it's like, you know, getting in touch with your feelings and then basically doing something about it. So, right. And we're shuffling this card, and then I'm going to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I like doing it live. It's different on here. There's a different feeling, and I feel it'll just be the people that know me well that'll watch this, because it is long, but hey ho, whatever, as long as it reaches the right people. What do we need to know? Oh, this is the one. Now, I can't remember if I pulled this on here or if it was in my group. So the one on the bottom of the deck says, align your universe, navigate distractions. That feels like it's in line with that card that was talking about saying no and setting boundaries, and cutting off things that aren't right for you. But this is the main card that I pulled. And like I say, I might have pulled it. I mean, if somebody's watched one of these other videos, good message. Yeah, it is like I don't know if any of you remember, but I read this somewhere. This is the thing. I can't remember where. Hidden realms, create conscious awareness, 20. Oh, so what that does mean as well is I do feel that's indicating something significant about Monday now, because it's a 20 and the 20th is Monday. So that could be something coming to light from the full moon. I must have liked something about this because I've earmarked it. Oh, I know what it was. I did read this in the video. I think I read it in my group. I think I read it on a live in my group because I earmarked it because it explains what a shaman is. And I liked the explanation. So there we go. So the spirit must have needed it for everyone, for the public, whoever's going to watch this. So hidden realms. Create conscious awareness. Analyze your dream cycles. Traditionally, shamans are the gatekeepers to the hidden realms of ancient wisdom and magic. Accessing the hidden realms for further meaning and insight into a soul's pain or an individual's disease. Using conscious communication again, Gemini full moon's about that. The shaman works to bridge the realms between humanity and creation. And like I said the other day, that's why it feels like I'm getting flung on here a lot more than what I usually would be, because those of you that have followed me for ages on here will know sometimes I don't put a video up for like 6 months or something. Communicating with the elementals, nature and animal realms, ancestors, angelic forces and spiritual beings that serve humanity as guardians, guides, teachers, masters and more is the role of the shaman. These ancient practices have been developed and refined across time, with shamans, seers, visionaries serving their communities as mediators between the human experience and the world of nature. Restoring power to those who have experienced disempowerment or physical experience, shamanic practitioners reconnect the aspects of the soul that have been lost through trauma and life experiences. And now I understand why at the start, see, because I just passed on the message, I don't always know why they're making me talk about something, but I now realise why I was sort of saying at the start that everything I do is soul retrieval, and it's, you know, it's meant to empower you and, you know, help you love yourself more. You know, I could go on and on and on, help you have boundaries, but this is all part of self-love. Yeah, right now you're being asked to connect to the hidden realms, expanding your consciousness, to open your mind wide and reconnect with your soul for deep healing and transformation. That word transformation keeps coming up in these cards, like all the ones I've read tonight and client sessions, it keeps coming up. There's much to be learned from the hidden realms that can assist you in your waking life. Examine your dream cycles, interpret your subconscious messages. And again, for those who don't know, I'm a hypnotherapist as well. So if you really want to dive deep into your subconscious, as a song called The Darkness is coming on, that's an old song, isn't it? I can help you do that. So if you're a bit in the dark about why you keep repeating unhelpful cycles in your life, then definitely book a session and I can help you with that. You'd need to book a live Zoom. So creating conscious awareness will allow you to actively connect to your universal guardians, the elements in the celestial realm. Like any learned skill, practice will improve the strength of your connection. Pay attention to any symbols, animals, and visual images that appear in your life now, as there's deep meaning that applies to you. And the shadow aspect is social disconnection. Well, that is very likely with lockdowns imminent. Daydreaming and codependency. It kind of already is a lockdown here because they've asked you to limit contact. Whether you do that or not is your call. Sacred, I mean, I don't see a lot of people anyway. I am the actual hermit in tarot. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm joking, it's not fine at all. You can fuck off. Let people have their fun. Sacred crystal, Numite, angel assistance, guardian angel, Celaya, can't say it. Psychic and spiritual awakening, transformation. There's that word again. I am a clear and successful mediator of conscious divine communication. And there's that word again. I hear that card. Absolutely. So guys, I'm spent, but before I go, because we've got, well, I can see that Sophia has said hi and Jen, and then we've got 2 other people watching, which might be just people that are brand new and being like, what the hell she's saying, or just people that are lurkers, and that's fine. I've tracked 21, 21. 21 is the World Cup card coming full circle. Again, full moons are about endings. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is I'll pull at least one card. I think I'll stick to the one card thing. I'll pull one card for Sophia and Jen. And if the two other people that are watching want one, you'll need to pipe up. And then I'll go, because I don't want it to be too long, it'll be annoying for people that are on replay. But from now on, what I'll say is, if I come on tomorrow and people want a card, if you donate in advance, or of course, after I do your cards, girls, if you even want one, actually, do you want one? People can donate after the donate link is actually there. But yeah, I'll not be doing, but I felt like I was going to do some tonight, so. I think you deserve one for saying that whole time. So. But like I say, I am going to come on and do one. I'm going to come on and do a different kind of live and do a bit of personal healing to each people. I feel anyway on Tuesday. So we'll just see. Right, Sophia. What does Sophia need to know? So I'm going to pull at least one. My stomach's going now, so I think I need food again. I did have my tea before I'd done this. Right. Sophia, we have for you, oh my God, how interesting that I was saying weight of the world. And this card says weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So that is the power of a one card reading, is that when I was talking about the Cancer moon coming up Monday, Tuesday there, and the very first collective card about setting boundaries and surrendering to sleep and rest, that is a very strong Cancer energy there coming in for you. So definitely make sure that you're taking some major time to yourself. I would even say tomorrow, like Sunday, Monday, definitely. And not taking on other people's crap, like not taking on other people's stuff, basically, because I feel you could be a wee bit more sensitive around that time. And I am actually going to pull, see, I can't help myself, Sag Moon, I need to go big, expansion. Hooray. Did I detect sarcasm? Yeah, what else to go with this? So basically you're being given a message to put yourself first, which is in line with all the other stuff that's come through. Practice gratitude. Oh, this seems to come up for everyone. Yeah, moon and Sagittarius. But you see, remember, that's my moon. That's why I go on about gratitude and everything that I do, which of course you guys know. But it's about, really spend some time focusing on what you are grateful for in your life right now, who you're grateful for, rather than focusing on what's not going right and, things of the past. Because again, I said this in the video that I released earlier today, but and I know that you know this, but Spirit are just really stressing it. When you focus on what you don't want and what's not went right, you're actually going to expand that at a full moon, and definitely a full moon eclipse. So make sure that, especially talking, because Gemini, the third house, is about listening and talking, is that just came on the TV, tell them all your secret wishes. That just came on the TV. I don't know what that is. But it's about, tell your guide, your angel, your ancestors, whoever it is you speak to, like, let them know what you want more of. Like, don't talk about things that you don't want more of. So if it's people annoying you, don't talk about it right now. Like, just leave it until this energy passes, because it's a really powerful, full moons expand whatever you focus your energy on, basically. So that's a strong message to, it's not yours to carry. Watch your boundaries, let it go, yeah, what I just said, because I forgot what I just said. Right, so who else wants a card before I go? Jen, right, cool. So my eyes are like so, damn, I only said this today. Well, you see, it's because, as you know, it's because Spirit's watching and I'm just being Spirit's mouthpiece right now. Right, so hopefully an entertaining one. Right, what does Jen need to know right now? Same thing, one card from here and one card from there. Oh, Jen, look at that. Look at all those cards. And that's funny you said about the same page. You certainly are on the same page as me tonight. Well, that card wasn't for me, but I did resonate it when I pulled that card for everyone. So out of all those cards, you just got the one that I pulled for everyone, and I resonated with it too. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. So it's actually kind of a very similar message to what I've just said to Sophia as well. It's time for you to go inwards. It's time for you to rest. And let's see what backs it up here. So yeah, so if anybody's watching this right now, if you want me to, I don't know if I'll do it. That could be really annoying actually. But anyway, it doesn't really matter, whatever. People probably don't watch the whole video anyway. Some people do though. On my Facebook, they do watch the whole one. But yeah, if you want me to pull you a card, and if it ends up being more, then bonus. But if you want me to pull you a card when I'm on the next time tomorrow, then just use the coffee, like PayPal donate thing, and then I'll do your card tomorrow after I do the message. And I think I will come on and do some full moon messages tomorrow. So, yeah, I might just do a live stream that's just for the messages actually, and then it keeps it separate from this. What does Jen need to know on top of needing to fill up her well, retreating, resting, and refueling? Oh my God, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Look at this, Jen. New moon in Cancer, relax. I knew they were going to give me a card that was basically saying the same thing. So I guess your message is relax, rest, and refuel. Strong message. And remember, I know I've said it again and again, but this is because I might have just pulled you guys cards, but as the people that know me well know, I might be pulling individual messages right now, but I bet you anything they're going to resonate with people that have made it to the 90-minute mark watching these messages. You know, the moon moves into Cancer right after the full moon is exact. So it's about really taking care of yourself and putting your own needs first, because Cancer doesn't typically teach that. You know, the shadow aspect of the Cancer would be looking after everybody else and putting yourself last. So Spirit are asking you to put your own needs first and pay attention to your boundaries and look after you, you know, fill up your own well. Right. Hope that meant something to you guys. Because I can see there's two other people watching, I'm going to pull them a quick message too. I like doing stuff like this because it's like sometimes you never know. You never know whether it resonates, or sometimes if it's somebody that's shy in public, they'll let you know in private. But and sorry if you didn't want a card, but I don't know whether you do or not, but I feel that you do. So this is for the two people that are watching, tuning in. So for one of them, we've got the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. You're very welcome, Sophia. So actually, guys, can you help me with something? That isn't showing up very well for me. Is that clear? When I'm showing that, wait a minute, I'll look on my phone. Is that, can you make out what that even says when I'm holding that up? I didn't put the big light one, but anyway, you're very welcome, Jen. Right, so somebody's feeling, again, very similar to the ladies' messages. Somebody's feeling stalker number 1 and 2. That's a bit harsh for me. Right, so, yes, so Sophia, that is a bit harsh, right? So stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. Somebody is feeling like they're just in that place in no man's land, you know, this place of healing. You need to go inwards. The exact same message I just gave to Jen. So feels a bit dark night of the soul, if I'm honest. And that is what came up in the message earlier. Right, and detoxify. Yeah, so I feel one of the people watching this on the down low is probably because they can't be arsed with, you know, talking on one of these public things right now. And I feel you. Listen, if I was catching one of these, I'd probably be somebody watching and not joining in. It really much depends on my feelings. But yeah, you know, you're being guided to release and let go, and that's what a full moon is for, right? So, and stalker number 2, we'll just go with what Sophia said. Sophia, I'm calling you everything tonight. Sophia said, no, it's black with a shade on. All right, okay, well, right. So, for the other person that's watching, we've got. And let me know in the comments if this resonated. For the other person that's watching, you got to trust yourself, trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Something has been coming up again and again for you? Are you listening? Are you doing anything about it? It could even be similar to everybody's messages tonight, which is definitely what I was getting the message for me as well. Slow down. Give yourself a day of doing nothing. It's the weekend. Unless you're somebody that works on the weekend, allow yourself to enjoy a weekend and not doing very much. Yes, attend to the details. So that kind of contradicts what I just said though, doesn't it? But, oh no. It's funny, I did see me pulling a few more. I feel this person needs quite a few. So we've got attend to the details, think it through. That's new moon in Gemini. This is a full moon in Gemini. Think it through, attend to the details and honor your feelings. So I feel this person's overthinking quite a lot. And there's lots of different feelings you're working through. You're needing to kind of slow down and just pay attention to what is directly in front of you rather than worrying about things that could or may happen in the future. Just be here now is what I want to say. And trust the universe. You don't need to work it all out tonight kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because after you give yourself that time to slow down and relax, there's Jen's card, you will actually just have this feeling to take inspired action and go for it. Right. You really need to let me know in the comments if you're not shy when you're in a good place, whether that resonated, because that feels like a strong message for someone. Beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And I take that to mean because you're in touch with your divine feminine energy, whether you happen to be a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. We've all got those energies in us. You're in touch with the situation. And when you know it's time to take action, you absolutely will. So tune into the portal of your heart. And look at this. This looks like twins, doesn't it? The energy of this full moon. Right, guys. I am going to love you and leave you. So thank you, those of you that have stayed the whole 90 minutes. You're amazing. And you're obviously true fans. I don't like calling people fans, but I don't know what to call wolf pack. This is my wolf pack. So you're true soul fam. That's what I say, isn't it? Look at this. My hair has dried frizzy. But I think if I put some of that banana hair defrizzer stuff in, it'll probably look quite nice. I'm going to meet my pal tomorrow, so I think I'll juice it up a bit with some hairspray or whatever. Right. I actually really enjoyed doing this, so thank you for coming to join me on the replay. Let me know if you enjoyed it. You're very welcome. Now, Labusisco, how did I say your name? Was one of these messages for you? I hope so. Yes, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you tomorrow. And like I say, I'll either just do a video and I'll do cards at the end if anyone wants cards like this, or I'll do a separate live stream if there's a few people that seem to have wanted it. But I think the comments come through really, I've noticed that in other people's, the comments come through really slowly on these. Right, I'm going to trust that people got what they needed to hear, and I'm going to get going and enjoy the rest of my Saturday night.